for another special presentation for today. Mr. Koretz, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you, Mr. President and colleagues. Our city has an annual tradition of declaring May to be Older Americans Month. At this time, we recognize older Americans for their invaluable contributions to Los Angeles and our nation. The month was established by President John F. Kennedy in 1963, although he called it Senior Citizens Month. The name was later changed to Older Americans Month by Jimmy Carter in 1980. This year, we also celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Older Americans Act, which was signed by President Lyndon B. Johnson on July 14, 1965. And this is the first federal initiative aimed at providing comprehensive services for older adults. The act remains absolutely essential to our communities and people across the country and provides key nutritional and supportive in-home and community-based services, disease prevention, health promotion services, elder rights programs, the National Family Caregiver Support Program, and the Native American Caregiver Support Program. However, this act has been under attack in recent years. We as a city have been affected because Congress has not reauthorized the Older Americans Act since 2011. Also, Congress created the disastrous sequester, which resulted in a cut of $1.6 million every fiscal year since 2013 from our senior meals program. All hope is not lost in that regard, however, because of the leadership of the City Council's Budget and Finance Committee, led by our chairperson, Paul Krikorian. We have, for the third year in a row, fully funded our city's senior meals program. We use $1.6 million of our own funds to cover the gap. The City of Los Angeles is also very concerned about the issue of senior hunger, among other pressing issues that we face. We might not have the funds to add extra funding to the senior meals program, but we won't let one senior get cut from this program as long as we can help it. Older Americans Month also gives the chance to raise awareness of the importance of community engagement as a tool for enhancing the well-being of older adults. The City of Los Angeles Council on Aging, led by President Amos Freed, engages the community and fights for the rights of seniors, not just in May, but every month of the year and on every issue. The Council on Aging, along with the Department of Aging, is planning the city's first senior summit on hunger on June 22nd. And according to recent studies and research from the Department of Aging, 4 in 10 seniors in Los Angeles County don't get enough food to eat. The goal of this summit is to highlight the rapidly growing issue of hunger among our older adult population. The number of seniors entering their 60s is skyrocketing, and so if we don't get a handle on this, the quality of life will greatly diminish for older Americans. I'm extremely proud of the work the Council on Aging and the Department of Aging, as well as other members of their planning committee, have done. So let's give them a big round of applause. I'd also like to recognize a few other organizations that are here with us today: Jewish Family Service, St. Barnabas, Los Angeles Aging Advocacy Coalition, LAUSD's Programs for Older Adults, and other wonderful people who are here with us today who fight throughout the year to improve the quality of life for older adults throughout our city. Let's give them a hand as well. And as we work together to advocate for the senior citizens of our city, we also point out one very additional serious issue, senior fraud. 2 years ago, on May 15th, 2013, our great former council member Bill Rosendahl created Senior Fraud Awareness Day in the city of Los Angeles. It happened to be on his birthday, May 15th, and we should wish Bill a happy birthday on this day as well.
Happy birthday, Bill, out in TV land.
I hope he's watching. Well, today is that day, and we as a city continue to keep this tradition alive by illuminating this growing problem. There are events throughout our city today and this week to help educate people on senior fraud. And yesterday, Adrienne Omansky and her actors from the LAUSD's Programs for Older Adults held an event at the Felicia Mayhood Center on senior fraud, which is run by Jewish Family Service of Los Angeles. And this is now an annual event. Senior Fraud Awareness Day is important because as a percentage of older adults rapidly increases, they're greater targets for fraud and deception. And that's why today, while we celebrate Older Americans Month, we also recognize Senior Fraud Awareness Day in the city of Los Angeles. And now I'd like to ask Adrienne Omansky to speak. Adrienne is one of the incredible teachers of LAUSD's Programs for Older Adults and works tirelessly to educate on this vital issue.
Thank you, Councilmember Koretz. It was the idea of your district director, John Darnell, to bring our program, Stop Senior Scam Acting program, to other council districts. We have gone to 8. Thank you, council members. You made it possible by providing us with the transportation. These are some of the comments of your constituents who have seen our program. Oasis Baldwin Hills.
I've been contacted by the IRS.
Oasis Westside Pavilion.
My husband was a victim of the mystery shopper.
One Generation.
The visual program makes it easier to understand.
St. John of God.
I was scared to tell my daughter.
Griffith Park.
I was a victim of, hey, you hit my car. I paid out $500.
Veterans Home.
Even a 99-year-old veteran can get scammed.
Our goal is to continue our road trip, recruit new actors, and pass on the information. Together,
We can stop senior scams.
thank you.
And now on behalf of the city of Los Angeles, I'd like to present Adrienne and her group a certificate recognizing Senior Fraud Awareness Day.
Thank you very much. My group is here. Some of my group is here, so I wanted them to stand. Come on. Come on.
I will take a photograph behind the chambers with everybody too.
Thank you so much.
And also I'd like to present our own Department of Aging with the Certificate for Older Americans Month.
Give James a big hand. He's one of the great ones. All the staff at the Office of Aging.
Thank you so much, colleagues.
Thank you, Mr. Koretz. Very good. Stephanie Vendig, please rise.